when we animate it, it can be very easy to animate things perfectly. So what I mean by perfectly is if we have an arc, it's just perfect. If we turn the head, it's perfect. Everything happens perfectly when something moves. And in real life, as much as we do move in arcs, as much as we do move in clean lines, there are imperfections. There are little hitches. There are shakes to things. So adding noise is adding those imperfections in there. So for example, if I was to do this, instead of just having that perfect clean line, maybe there's like a little shake in there. I don't know if it's coming through on the camera. Let me exaggerate. Like there's that little shake. You can see that's way too much now, but it's that little imperfection, or maybe as it's going through, the spacing slows down and then speeds up slightly in the middle. You tend to feel it more than you see it, but it's going to make the character feel more real. And this especially comes true with big, heavy creatures, because when you have a big, heavy creature, you are going to get a lot more shake in the muscle, in the fat, in the body. So, for example, if a character steps and they hit the ground, you're not just going to go, and then that nice little arc, whoop, as the body takes the weight and then pushes back. That shoulder isn't just going to go, whoop, whoop. No, it's going to hit the ground. You're going to get that shake in there, that kind of rumble, and then it's going to smooth out as it pushes out. So there's going to be that shake of the muscle kind of just wiggling around, the impact of the character affecting the whole thing. So we want to add those little elements in, those imperfections. And it really helps to add more life to things. And this can be applied to any shot. One of my favorite areas to add noise or dirt is with foot contacts. When you first start learning how to animate feet, you have the hip foot contact, whoop, it touches the ground like that, and then done. Feet they're not that perfect. When a foot hits the ground, it's going to hit and then slide forward. It's going to rotate slightly. It might even have, if you're walking on gravel, it might kind of hit the ground and then a stone might loosen and then kind of and slide forward. If you've got a creature running through the woods, it's running on sticks and stones and loose dirt. So its feet are not just going to hit the ground and then stick. There's going to be all sorts of imperfections within those foot plants. And a lot of times they're not big. It's not like the character's running on ice and their feet are just going all over the place. But we don't want that like pixel perfect perfection. So yeah. And again, it's adding noise or adding dirt. There's also things like, let's say you have a T-Rex roaring. And the troll, thank you so much for the sub. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So the other areas that you'll see a lot of noise in or dirt is things like wings. If a dragon, let's say, is flying, the membrane of the wing is not just going to stay there and just flap and that's it. It's going to rustle in the wind. It's not going to be like a loose cape because it is under tension, but there's going to be some sort of reaction to it as the wind is affecting it. Another good area is it's muscles and whatnot. But if you've ever seen like a T-Rex or like a big lizard crocodile thing, and they really open their mouth wide and like, let's say a T-Rex roars, that inner, let me actually just find a picture just for anyone who might not know, that inner mouth muscle is going to want to shake. So let me open this up here. Oop, there we go. So it's that area of the mouth right here. The cheek, I guess you could say. That section, you want to add some shake to it. Some noise, some dirt, so that it doesn't just stretch and then close, because it's not going to show a reaction. We'll want to see the throat, because there's a lot of muscle and skin there, shake a little bit. So depending on the rig, even if you don't have Muscle Sim on your rig, usually Muscle Sim does a whole lot of adding noise and dirt. It is amazing. But if you don't have it, you can just take the neck control and add a little shake to it. And that's going to kind of help simulate that neck reacting to the roar. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. And I hope it makes sense.